Hey guys, my name is Kwasa and today I want to thank you for being my subscribers, for staying around, and for staying here and supporting me. Also, if you'd like to get access to some other exclusive offers, you can subscribe to my channel membership at I think just like $1 or $2. Today I'll be talking about NoFap, or how I quit corn, and then I'll also be talking about education. Like, I know most people always come out and be like, education is a scam, university is a scam, and I'll be talking about that too, according to my own opinion. So first I'll talk about my NoFap journey. Many years ago, maybe like I would say like 7 years ago, when smartphones were being introduced in Africa, and also a case study in my country, Uganda, every phone that you would buy, it would come with a free memory card or something you call an SD card. And on that SD card, they already, I don't know who made that, but people who made these phones or these SD cards, they always put free porn on those cards. So everyone who bought a new smartphone, he would find porn on his SD card, because not a lot of people had knowledge like where I grew up from to go on websites and like and type in that website and find those videos. No, so those videos would find people on their phones. You buy a new phone, there is free corn, and sometimes you watch it, yeah, you get excited, you've never watched it before, like, oh wow. And so for me, how I started watching corn for the first time, it was through my friend's phone. My friend was playing football, then he was like, hey, hold this phone for me. So when I checked the phone, I found some corn videos, and that's how I started watching. I wouldn't understand it, but I started watching. Then when maybe I got some knowledge about the internet, to search some stuff, I started searching. Then that's how I started watching corn. And definitely, when you watch corn, of course you have to touch yourself, pray with yourself, And so I kept doing it. Every time I would feel like sad, unhappy or stressed, I would be like, oh, I would keep doing it. So throughout my entire life, I never had like physical girlfriends. I used to enjoy more online relationships than physical ones, because online relationships would feel like cool, and then also corn. You do the sexual chats and all that stuff, and to me it still felt like corn. So I never had courage to go into like a serious relationship, because I'm like, what do I want? I could have sex with any woman that I want, whether with any body shape that I want. I could just type in, I want this, and then I could watch that. So, and it affects you in many ways that you don't realize in the short term, but in the long run, you'll find yourself staying more depressed, staying more stressed, not going out. You're weird, bro. Like, it makes you somehow weird, man. Like, you don't even want to be in public, because and then there's the guilt that comes after watching it. That guilt of saying like, you feel bad about yourself, and you can't like revive yourself, because now you have watched it, you have done whatever you have done, so you feel guilty, and now you want to watch more, until you're tired, you no longer have any energy to do anything, even waking up from your bed, even taking a shower, going to class, going to work, and you're like, okay, I'll spend this day in my bed today. And it keeps happening like that. You spend in the day, and when you wake up, you feel like you didn't watch enough, you want to watch again. Then maybe I think at some point it becomes like an addiction. And I've been struggling. Sometimes I start NoFap, days I count. It's when it's like 1 month, I relapse, start again, I feel bad, then I spend like 1 week watching it, then I'm like, okay, I have to focus again, then you focus again, then still fail. But now, as I'm speaking of today, I have spent about maybe 3 months without watching any corn video, bro. And that I tried even, praying about it. I would open up to my friends about it, but still it doesn't help, because at the end of the day, it is you as a person. No one watches porn when no one watches corn when the friends are around, when your family is around. It's you. When you are in your bedroom alone, no one is there. What you're thinking, you're like, oh, maybe let me watch it. I will not feel stressed for a few minutes. But then what I realized is that even after 1 hour or 30 minutes or whatever time you take watching it, after you've finished watching it and you have prayed with yourself, the emotions are still there. The depression, the stress, it's still in your mind. So I figured out that corn is not the way out for me from this whatever mental illnesses I was going through. And then also when I watched the Top G's video, there's this shot he made when Aiden Loss asked him if he watches corn, and he was like, I don't watch corn. And he said, because God is always watching. So I thought about it in that way. I was like, man, the person I want to become, things I want to do, like, why am I watching corn? So that itself made me realize, like, God is always watching, bro. Even apart from that, I was like, even if I watch it, it doesn't solve my problems, it doesn't get me anything. At the end of the day, you enjoy for a few minutes, then you're still the same dumb idiot person that you are at the end of the day. And I stopped watching. So when I stopped watching, I got more energy to keep hitting the gym, going to the gym, working in school, socializing more. I gained more confidence. It was at that time that I was going to the gym. So all this added up to me raising up my energy levels, my ideas, my energy, energy to go to the gym, school, work, talk to people, maybe start gaining confidence to talk to girls more at my school. And eventually I found some girl too, and I wouldn't have found her if I knew I would just find any other girl on the internet and we have sex together. So you have to stop it, bro. And I know it's hard. I don't want you to think like maybe I'm proud or I'm commanding you. No, you have to sit down, think about your life, and you might not see the bad side of it because maybe you enjoy and you're like, oh, it's fine, whatever, bro. But you will start seeing you stop doing it, and then you will see the benefits of not doing it. And the first way to start is to avoid things which promote like corn, whether it's movies, whether it's text, stories, anything like that. Then another thing is to control one thing that worked for me is knowing that watching corn will not solve your problems, bro. It might solve you from maybe your horny that minute, but it won't take away your broken, being broke, being depressed, being whatever issues you're facing. Corn is not the solution, bro. Corn is not the solution. And I hope you stop it, bro. Start small. It might be a day. I didn't even count days. I was like, I'm not going to enter into 2023 when I'm watching corn. And also watching the Top G helped me out. I was like, hey, I'm on a journey where I want to be like a Top G of myself. Then how am I going to be the Top G when I cannot even control my brain to make my hand stop praying with myself? So I was like, yeah. So it be according to your mentality. Also the effort that you put in, every time your mind is like, every time you see like a naked picture on IG and you're like, and your mind goes back to those videos, like, no, you switch. and it's working for me. It's been 3 months, and I don't think I'll wake up one day and I'll go back to watching it. No, bro, no, I can't, because I know how it makes you feel, how it makes you lose motivation, lose energy, the regret, the guilt, and all that. I don't want to go back to that stuff. So today I said I'll be talking about two things. One was my no-fap journey, and that one is there. Now I'll be talking about education. Is university a scam? I'll talk in my perspective. In Africa, most of us are born, we don't know English. English is not our first language. In my country where I come from, we have about 54 tribes, and each tribe has its own language, has its own local language. So guess what brings us together, whether it's in school, work, in the city, most of it is English. And where do you don't study English at home, you study it at school. So that's one way how education, to me, it's not a scam, because when you go to school, you learn how to read, you learn how to write, understand things, and then use the information you get to operate things. Like learn how to operate a computer, how to use a phone, how to type things, how to search, and all that stuff. And in Africa, unless you're born from a rich family, unless you're born from a wealthy family, which had like generational wealth, education plays a big part. Let me give you an example. If you're born and you are a genius, you are wise, you know how to use a computer, you know how to use a computer, you can use a computer to do whatever you want, and then you want to go and find a job in some company. They don't know you don't know your parents, you don't know your brothers, or you have no connection. Then there is another person. He's not a genius, but he has gone to school and he has obtained a degree or a PhD, let's say in computer studies. So this person has a knowledge. He has went to school, also he has like a bachelor's degree or a PhD or any qualification from an educational institution is here. Then another one here, he's just a genius. He knows how to do things with the computer. Which person do you think when they go and apply to a company they will take? Because this one will be like, I know how to use a computer, I can use it in any way that I want. This one will show documents, the certificate showing how he has went through the education journey. He will show it. So if you're the one employing, which one will you take? Will you take the genius that you don't know what he does, or will you take the person who has qualifications showing that he has done this, he has studied this, he has studied this? It's the same thing. I'm studying law. I'm in the law school. So imagine this guy is like, oh, I know the law. I could understand how the law works. I know how the law works. Then there is me. I have studied the law. I have my documents. I have my certificates. I've passed the bar. Which person do you think court is going to allow you to practice law just because you know how to, maybe you understand the law or you are wise, or they are going to take me, whom I have studied, I have passed the bar course? So to me, if you're from Africa or like third world countries, I don't think education is a scam. You could use education as your stepping stone. Then if you want to be like a top G, you don't have to. One mistake that people in my country, or you might be outside there, is people rely and put too much trust in education. Just because you have a law degree, just because you have a bachelor's degree in sociology, social sciences, in whatever you study, whatever field you study, it's not enough to be successful in a world of these days. There are people who have degrees, they are on streets begging, they are back there doing nothing. They're, oh, I went to school, oh, the government is fake, there are no employment opportunities, there are no jobs. So in the world we are in right now, you have to create your own jobs, like be your own boss. That's what I know. I'm studying law and hopefully maybe I can be Saul Goodman, at some point, but I'm not putting my trust in my law degree to be like, okay, my law degree is going to make me successful. No, I'm not doing that. I'm studying law, but then I'm also doing YouTube, I'm doing podcasting, I'm doing some other online stuff, hustling online, because but being able to do all these, it's because I had education first. I wouldn't jump from my bed from my village and I'm like, okay, mom, dad, I quit. I don't want, education is a scam. I don't want to go through it. Even when you people who normally say education is a scam are people who have gone through education themselves. They have their degrees and like, oh, education is a scam. You look like at someone like Gary Vee, like, oh, education is a scam, but he went to school and he went to high school. So if you don't want your education to be a scam, all you can do is add on something as you're pursuing your degree, as you're pursuing your PhD or whatever educational level goals you're chasing. Add on something else apart from being a law student. I'm a law student, right? And I'm graduating next year, hopefully. Apart from Kwasa Genesis being a law student, what else can you do? Oh, he can do podcasting, he can do YouTube, he can edit videos, he can do affiliate marketing, he can do I have other things that I can do. Yeah, so you see how the advantage, but you use education as a baseline. Okay, I'm educated, I know how to speak English, use English, write, understand, talk to people, communicate, what to say at the right time. Yeah, I know how to do that. So education is my baseline and I can use it to achieve other things. So to me, education is not a scam, bro. It depends what you add on your education. What else can you add on? Is just knowing English enough? No, it's not enough. Is learning how to write enough? No, it's not enough, bro. We live in a competitive world right now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're from Europe, you are born, you know English, you're already in Europe, it's a first world countries, and maybe you can be like, oh, I quit, and be like Mr. Beast, quit university. But how many people do you know in Europe that are like Mr. Beast? How many, bro? None, no. But to me, education is not a scam, and if you're watching this video, I wouldn't tell you to quit your school and go hustle. No, keep on with your school, keep going to school. And it's hard, it's always hard, bro. I tried to quit many times and my parents would always bring me back to school, So all I can say is that keep going to school, keep doing those assignments, bro. I used to hate mathematics, bro, but I had to do it so I can go past that level to a level where I can choose what I want to study, So all I can say is, as you're doing your education, as you're pursuing your degree at any university you're in, whether it's high school, primary level, secondary, anywhere, or university, start adding something to your degree. If you're pursuing your degree, add something, learn some other skill that is not taught in school. Like how to make money. Of course, they don't teach you that in school. They don't teach us. It's something you learn by yourself. So as you're pursuing your education journey, add something. Build up yourself. Go to the gym. I would say go to the gym, because I don't think there's any course that you study and then you gain muscles or what. So go to the gym, learn some new skill online, whether it's editing videos. I don't think there's a school that teaches you editing videos. I don't think there's that kind of university. Learn affiliate marketing, learn email marketing, forex trading. Learn different things and add them on your education. Next year I'll be graduating from law school, but I'll not only be a law student. I'm already a YouTuber, where I do podcasting. I know other things that I do, a content editor. So to me, education is not a scam, and I would advise you to keep in school as you do your online side hustles. When you come from school, what else do? You have a lot of time. You learn something, you go online, you hustle, because most of the freedom comes from having money, and most of the money these days is made online. So what are you learning? What are you doing? Are you online just texting some girls? Are you online just playing some games? Maybe the games are paying. If they're paying, then well and good. If they are not, then bro, find something. Stop wasting energy. And as I conclude, I just want to thank you for being here, for always supporting me, for always being my subscribers. And as I want to ask you this question, bro. Are you really trying hard? Are you trying hard? Are you working hard? And it's not just about working hard. Are you working hard on the right things? Ask yourself that question. You don't have to tell me the answer, but deep inside because whenever you're working hard, you feel something, you feel like something is coming, you feel like something is coming, because you know you're working hard, you know something is coming, something's coming. My hustle is going to pay off, something is coming. So ask yourself this question, bro. Are you really working hard on the right things? And are you giving it all? Or you work hard like 1 hour and then you quit, 1 hour in a week and then you quit, bro? Just ask yourself that. My name is Kwasa Genesis. See you in the next video. Thank you.